welcome back to the Starfarers of Catan. We're playing a full 3-player game up to 12 points instead of 15 because the game will stretch on way too long if we go to 15 points. Alright, green player is me. We're up first and we're going to roll for resources. And I roll a 10. So we have to look around the board. We have lots of 10s actually. We have a 10 here. So Craig is going to get a carbon for that. We have another 10 over here. Talos is going to get 1 food. And if we look down here for the 10, we have 1 10 here, which is a trade goods world. And so with that, Talos is going to get a trade good, and so am I. So that's 1 for Talos and 1 for me. All right, and I also have less than 9 victory points, so I get a bonus card, and I get a trade good. All right, so taking a look at my hand now, I have 2 carbons, a food, an ore, and 3 trade goods. So let me think about what I'm going to do and come right back. All right, so I have a plan. So I also have 2 carbon, which I'm just leaving off to the side for now. So to build I want to build a trade ship here, and I need an ore, a fuel, and 2 trade goods. And what I have is an ore. I don't have a fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 trade good because I have the special card from the trader, which means I can trade 1 for 1 trade goods for anything else. So I'm going to take 1 trade good, cash it in, and collect a fuel. And I guess I don't need this food. And so with that, I will use my ore, fuel, and 2 trade goods to build a trade ship. And so that is what I'm going to do. So I have my little trade ship here. And I'm going to place the trade ship right up here next to my spaceport. Out in space, it's better than placing it down here. And I also have 1 food, and I have 2 carbon left. So with my 2 carbon, because I'm going to be heading out into space here very soon, I'm going to add a cannon to my ship. And so I have 3 trade rings, a cannon, and 1 booster, actually. All right. And no, I didn't trade with anyone for anything. But now it is time to see if I have an encounter or whether I just move. And I have a black ball, which means I'm going to be having an encounter. So we take the encounter card, and it says, you encounter a merchant. How many resources up to 3 will you give him? Well, I only have 1 left. Let's go ahead and give him the food and see what he says. 0. Well, I gave him 1. Says the merchant thanks you and gives you 1 resource of your choice. Well, the resource of my choice, of course, I'll take a trade good because I can trade them 1 for 1 for anything else. All right, not so terrible. And now I have a base speed of 3, plus 1 is 4. And so I'm going to take my newly built trade ship and I get to move it 4 spaces. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to here. All right, that's it for me. Just readjust the camera here, and next up will be Craig. All right, so Craig is up, and he's going to roll for resources. And he rolls a 2. Well, we have no 2s out in space. And the only 2 we have, I have to cheat a little bit here, is the ore planet right here beside me, and blue is a non-player. So that just benefits me. I get 1 ore, so I'll take that. And now Craig has less than 7 points, so he will in fact get 2 cards to add to his pile. All right, he's going to have a look at what he has, make a decision, and we'll be right back. All right, so Craig has a whole bunch of cards here, which he's going to show you because he's going to use them. He's going to take 3 food and cash them in for 1 fuel. So when he does that, he now has 2 carbon, 2 fuel. He's cashing all of these in to give himself another booster and another cannon. So he's going to now have 3 boosters on his ship, and he's also going to have 2 cannons. So the same as Talos now. He has 3 boosters, 2 cannons, and 2 trade rings. Now he has to roll his ship, shake it and see, and he gets a black ball, which means he's going to have an encounter, but he's pretty pumped up, so he's not too concerned. Well, now he's going to be concerned. You encounter a merchant. How many resources? Up to 3 will you give him? Well, Craig does not have any resources. He spent them all, so he's going to give 0. The merchant is enraged and blackens your name with all the other races of the galaxy. You lose a fame ring. Well, Craig doesn't really care because Craig, as you can see, has no fame rings anyway, so he doesn't lose anything. All right, he has a base speed of 3 plus 3 boosters gives him a movement of 6. And so I'm just going to readjust the camera here, and then he's going to move 6 spaces. All right, so here's Craig way out in the middle of nowhere, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is motoring as fast as he can, and of course he's trying to head up here to this alien outpost to build a trade center. All right, adjust the camera, and we're going to be going on to Talos's turn. All right, Talos's turn. We're rolling for resources. He rolls a 6. There is no 6 out in space. And the 2 6s we have on the board are here, and I'll try to get this right again. So myself and Talos get a food. So let's go ahead and do that. That is a food for Talos, a food for me. The other 6 is a fuel planet right here, and it is only next door to Craig. So Craig is going to get 1 fuel. Talos has 7 points, so he has less than 9, so he will get a bonus, 1 bonus resource. And now he has to take a look at his cards and come back, make a decision on what he wants to do. All right, so Talos is willing to trade 1 food for 1 fuel. Of course, we know Craig has a fuel, but he's not willing to trade, and I don't have a fuel, so I can't trade that at all. So Talos says, all right, forget it. Not going to do anything. He gets to shake his ship and see what happens, and he gets a black ball, which means he's going to have an encounter. And so with his encounter, let's take a look and see what he gets. If this will focus, I hope it says, a space pirate demands 2 of your resources. Do you surrender them? No. Then you will fight. Player to your right takes on the pirate, and that'll be Craig. So it's going to be a fight between Talos, who has 2 cannons, and Craig, who has 2 cannons. Talos gets a red, which is 3, and 2 is 5, and Craig gets a yellow, which is 2, and 2 is 4. So Talos, once again, is victorious. And so this will say, is the other player stronger? No, victory. You capture the pirate ship. Place a trade ship on one of your open spaceport intersections as soon as possible. Wow, a free trade ship. That is a major scoop. So Talos is going to go ahead and do that. The only unfortunate thing for him is his nearest starbase is way down here, but hey, a free trade ship. He is not going to complain. All right, and he has a base movement of 3, and he has 3 boosters. So he's going to be able to move that ship 6 spaces. So he's going to actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. And his other ship is up here, and he's actually going to go 1, 2, 3 and build a trade center on this alien base. So he's going to get 2 victory points and claim that token for now. So he's going to go from 7 points up to 9. And yeah, he gets to keep 1 of the 5 cards. So these are all cards that have to do with when you collect a resource, you get a bonus resource. And he is going to keep the one, whereas he's mostly around fuel planets. So he's going to collect the one that says if you collect any fuel on your turn, you get 1 bonus fuel. So that's a permanent card for him for the rest of the game. All right, that is going to conclude this episode of the Starfarers of Catan. So right now, Craig sits at 6 points, I'm sitting at 8 points, and Talos has jumped into the lead with 9 points, and we're playing to 12. All right, so thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for the continuation of Starfarers of Catan. We're playing just to 12 points, so probably another 2-3 episodes before we get to the end. And who will be victorious? I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, thanks for watching, and join me next time.